You're listening to The AI Said What, a podcast of original horror stories written entirely by artificial intelligence. No rewrites, no corrections, just raw, unfiltered fiction pulled from the digital void and delivered straight to you. Some stories are strange, some stories are terrifying, and some feel a little too real. Let us begin. This is Burger Galaxy. If you've ever driven through eastern Kentucky, you've probably passed a town you don't remember. It has no gas station, no school, and only one restaurant, if you can call it that. The locals say you shouldn't stop there. They don't say why, but in 2011, three teens did. Only one of them ever talked about it, what happened inside Burger Galaxy. Burger Galaxy was an off-brand fast food chain that existed for about 4 years in the mid-90s. Think McDonald's, but if you gave a knockoff brand to someone who'd only seen a VHS commercial once. The mascot was a purple alien named Zorp who served burgers in space. There were only 5 locations ever built, each one uglier than the last. Giant fiberglass dome, glowing stars on the ceiling, ball pits shaped like meteor craters, and then one day they just closed. No goodbye, no scandal, just silence. Most were demolished, one wasn't. And in October 2011, my friend Wes, Eli, and I were heading back to the concert in Cincinnati when Wes spotted the old Galaxy Dome from the highway. It was foggy and weirdly lit, the kind of place that looks artificial even in the daylight. We pulled off the road, cut through a ditch, and ended up in the empty parking lot. The sign out front still stood, Burger Galaxy, now serving children of all ages. The of was hanging sideways. We should have turned around right there. The glass doors were shattered, but the air inside smelled like fryer oil and cleaning chemicals. The place was wrecked. Booths flipped, ketchup packets exploded everywhere, toys scattered across cracked tile, but the animatronics still intact. 3 characters stood frozen behind the counter. Zorp the alien, big-headed and cracked, one eye half melted. Nuggettron, a robot made of deep fryers with actual chicken bones in the arms. And Cosmo the dog, the wacky space pup who looked wrong. Like someone had tried to make Goofy from memory, then gave up halfway. Eli laughed nervously. Wes climbed on the counter and tried to open the curtain. It didn't budge. Then the lights came on. Not all of them, just the ones above the stage. They flickered in this off-rhythm way, like strobes at a haunted house. Then a low jingle started playing through the speakers. Welcome to Burger Galaxy. Feed the stars. They're hungry. That's when Cosmo moved. Only his head, twitching a full 90 degrees towards us. His jaw opened, but no sound came out, just a low burst of static. We froze. Wes said, "Okay, I'm done," and jumped down. That's when the curtain finally opened. Behind it was a 4th animatronic, one I'd never seen in any photos. It was a child, bald with paper burger galaxy crown melted onto its head. Its eyes were painted on. It didn't have a mouth, just a long speaker grill running down where its chin should be, and from it, a voice played. Not a jingle, a recording. A child's voice on loop crying, "I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home." We ran back to the lobby across the wrappers and shattered toys, past the grease slick counter, and as we reached the exit, Wes turned around just for a second. The light caught his face weird, like the air behind him was bending. Then, he dropped. Just dropped like the ground pulled him down. We turned to grab him, but he was gone. There was no hole, no trap, just a wet streak across the tile that led towards the stage. We ended up leaving him, and we ran. Eli never spoke about that night again. I told the cops, and they said the building had been condemned for a decade and anyone going in was trespassing. They sent someone out. The officer told me he found nothing unusual, but the building had since been bulldozed. I asked to see a photo of the demolition. There wasn't one. No permit either. This year I went back just to see. There's nothing there now. No dome, no parking lot, no debris. just grass, and a small plastic sign jammed into the dirt like a grave marker. It says, "Now serving Wes."